Today I show you how to make a semi-automated smithy in Valheim. Ladies and gentlemen, crisp packets, Coke bottles and Abrams tanks. I'm Timoredbeard, welcome back to another Timoredbeard video. Today we are talking about how to build a semi-automated smithy. And I'm going to give you the rundown on this. Of course, it's not going to be a finished build. And I keep doing this because I want you guys to create your own original, interesting ideas. I just want to show you how to do the mechanics of it. So let's crack straight into it. If you do like this video, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing and don't forget to caress that notification bell. Cheers. Really helps. So as the name of the game is for this smithy, we want to make it as easy as possible to go through the entire smithing process with as little running around and work as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out by digging out a channel right at the water side where we're going to be able to bring our longboat in to bring it right up against the smithy, making things nice and easy. Now the channels that I like to make are 22 meters long, which is the length of the longboat, and roughly 6 to 8 meters wide. 8 meters if you want a bit of leeway on each side, 6 meters if you want a really nice tight fit. And of course, when digging out a channel, you need to make sure that the ground is deep enough that your character swims. If your character is swimming, a longboat can slide on in there, no problem at all. Once your channel is dug, go ahead and plop your longboat in there because we're going to use it as a way to work out where exactly we're going to place the entrance in this channel. Now we're going to take the point where the longboat is widest and we're going to use that to work out our entrance. So you're going to mine down into the wall of the channel at the widest point on either side, depending on which side you want your smithy, and that's going to start letting us work out how we're going to build our basement. So the basement is going to be 9 walls wide and 6 walls deep. Otherwise 18 meters and 12 meters. So what you're going to want to do is start digging that area out, perhaps placing the floor as you go, just so that you know exactly how big you want to go. And then of course, once you have done that, make sure that you've got the entire area layered in stone floor. Now I've double layered mine. You don't need to do this. I've double layered it just because the water kept rising a little bit into the channel and it was going over the top of my bottom floor. So I just raised it up a little bit by doubling up my stone floors, but it's absolutely not something that you need to do. And just before we put our walls up, we're going to want to build our chute. And what our chute is just a little like catching point where the ingots that we smelt are going to drop into as this basement is going to become like the storage and forge area. So we want all of our ingots to land in here. I like to use iron gates for this because when you lay them up with stone, they look like iron railings and it looks really nice. But you can do it with wood or purely stone or however you fancy. Now we're just going to wrap walls around the edge of the basement here and then build our staircase up. You can build your staircase however you want. I decided to make mine wrap around with a bit of a staggered approach, but it's entirely up to you however you want to do it. But this will take us to the second floor, or the first floor technically. Leaving a 2 meter by 2 meter gap right above the chute, what we're then going to do is we're going to place 4 smelters with their spouts or their exit points facing into the hole so that they go down the chute. And that's pretty much the smelters done. Now we want to add an extension onto the back side of the first floor where we're going to place our 4 kilns and we're going to set up the rolling system that allows all the coal to roll down and deposit in one location. Now the kilns are going to be placed in increments of 4 meters. So we're going to place a stone pillar, then put a kiln on it, then we're going to move across, place 2 stone pillars, and put a kiln on it, and then across 3 stone pillars, and then across 4 stone pillars. You can do it more shallow than this, but I find that if you do it more shallow than this, coal sometimes gets stuck on the chute and doesn't travel down the whole way. So this is the way that I prefer to do it. For the chute, I'm just using 26-degree beams, and I'm going to have them facing towards the main area of the first floor on the first bit from the first kiln, and then taking a right angle and running up all the way up to the last kiln. Now, it's important to note that the way that I'm doing it originally here doesn't work very well, having them all flat like each other. What you want to do is make a little bit of a V shape with the beams, which I then go back and redo, as you'll see. Now I want to leave the majority of the building and design decisions to you guys, whether you want to go and crazily decorate the place or you want it to be very, very much function over form. It's entirely up to you. I've given you sort of the idea of how to make it, and now it's time for you to go and do it your own way. If you do want to share what you do with these designs though, please do join the Discord in the description below and share the screenshots in the Discord. I'd love to see them. But otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and don't forget to caress that notification bell. I do stream on Twitch from Tuesday to Saturday starting at 12 PM GMT. I'd love to see you there. Please do come along. If you'd like to support me further, please do check out the Patreon in the description below as well. I'd really appreciate it. But for now, peace out. Take care.